All right, how is everybody? I'm going to turn on just a little bit of music here. Hopefully it's not too loud. My mouse is kind of haywiry. And it's going to be on loop. So I like this song to be on loop. So guys, what I did was I went ahead and tried to gather all the information off DigiAssets Telegram group. Okay. Basically all the answers so far as we know, and I lined it up. I'm going to read it off my phone, and they're pretty much all the answers. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can always watch through this and get your answers. Guys, it's the best I can do. I figured I can get it all together, and we can talk about it. So we got some people viewing. All right, cool. All right, so first off, it's based, okay, in Canada, all right, and Matthew Cornelius, right, the one that doesn't PM you, private message you on Telegram, the one that's always in the support, he's developing, he's behind it, and so it's compliant, and it has rules and regulations, basically compliance with those rules and regulations, okay, and there's some that are compliant for the exchange, and there's some that aren't compliant that's based on your accord outside of the exchange and as an individual as yourself. So there's things that we need to know for us DigiByte asset creators. So not to mention there's other things going on with DigiAssets exchange. Okay, so first off, and these are all the answers in DigiAssets Telegram. First, I just wanted to highlight that Matthew said that I will write a Go recovery tool into digiassetx.com so users can sweep their Go wallets into the exchange. So, and this solves a lot of problems with the Go wallet, and we've already seen this being used as tool in the support channel, okay, to recover wallets. Next, a DigiByte centered exchange offering real-time trading in any asset that is willing to go through KYC to make sure they are legit and popular true crypto coins like Bitcoin. So that's what's going to be on there, true legit cryptos through KYC for the assets. Now, digiassetx.com will be a DigiByte asset or a DigiAsset exchange and DigiAsset creator developed by members of the DigiByte community to support the mass adoption of the DigiByte blockchain. Okay, we are looking at DEX technology, but for now it is a central exchange. All asset creators must go through full KYC procedure. Login to exchange will be anonymous, and KYC will only be taken when applicable for anti-money laundering laws. They will keep offline and air-gapped from the internet. The servers will only keep DigiID login credentials online. Security is of the utmost importance, and that includes your KYC data if we must take it. So a lot to unpack there. So it sounds like KYC is a procedure for the creators, but none of your ID is going to be on the exchange, so you don't have to worry about that. And it seems to DigiID login credentials will be online, so or will be kept offline. Okay. Now, will there be an API or API? There will be, and there will be fees. It will be discussed and communicated when ready to launch. But we do get the answer, so I'm going to eventually, and I'll highlight that. When is the launch plan? Well, date is not yet set. As soon as possible without taking compromises in security and usability. So they want to do it right? None of this jerry-rigging just to get it out faster. Everything's going to be hopefully smooth running. The tests are looking good, Matthew says, and it's going to be a level up. It's V3, version 3 of DigiAssets. So really cool. No need to rush, but hopefully very soon. Now, does this compete with DigiBroker? They are different, Matthew says. DigiBroker is an escrow service for exchanging DigiByte. DigiAssets will be a full exchange with multiple cryptocurrencies, and only assets that have gone through KYC screening will be able to be listed. So there's going to be other cryptocurrencies, and only assets that are willing to go through KYC will be listed. Okay, so a little different than DigiBroker. If you're giving them away as free promotion, you can use our servers to set up a faucet. If you're selling them, then KYC screening requires full legal name and proof as well as criminal record check. So that's if you want to make a profit and you're selling them. Now this is KYC only. Okay, that's it. Compliant laws, that's it. So if it verifies the seller, not so much the asset. That was a question. Yes, we keep information so authorities can track down creator if illegit. Is that a word? Illegitimate. Illegitimate. We also show full legal name of creator and asset info when people are researching. We cannot prove the legitimacy of any assets claim, unfortunately. If you're selling, not for a free promotional asset, okay? Will there be a direct fiat to DGB parent? What type of trading limits will you allow for withdrawals and deposits? Will this also be reported as a volume-based exchange for CoinMarketCap? At present, in Canada, we don't need money transmitter without fiat. We will make sure all legal requirements are kept. We are mainly trying to make a better, more secure exchange with support for DigiAssets. Yes, without fiat, it will not bring more new users, but it should help make converting coins and assets easier and safer. Now, what's going to attract other supporters, new people, are the assets themselves being created, okay? And the hype behind that, because we all know about the hype of the NFTs, okay? It's going to be a solid exchange, okay, with legitimate Digi assets, which, by the way, are going to be really good as far as I know. We got some good ones to shine for the exchange right out of the gate. DigiAssets is our biggest difference, yes. There will be more though, and we will try to offer as many real-world features and uses as we can, as quickly as we can. So, like I said, development of this thing is going to be ongoing. Right out of the gate, they're going to have quite a few things, and there's going to be quite a few questions. In fact, after I go through all this, if you guys want to ask Matthew or anybody from the team on DigiAssets Telegram, go join the Telegram. I believe it's down in the description below. So, will we see DGB pairs, like DGB Bitcoin or DGB Litecoin, DGB Ethereum? Short answer, yes, we will see it. So, in case you're wondering. Number one, will there be a CEO? Number two, will there be a membership, bronze, silver, gold? Number three, will there be staking? Number four, has Jared Tate any say in this company? Number five, not sure why that's a question, but anyway. Number five, will there be a DGB deposit? Number six, will there be a desktop wallet? Or will it be DGB wallet? Number seven, is there a company share option? So number one was, will there be a CEO? And Matthew responds and answers at all seven. He says, yes, CEO is Matthew Cornelius, aka at McTrivia, MC Trivia on Telegram. Number two, will there be a membership, bronze, silver, gold? He says, no, there will not be different membership levels. Will there be staking? Number three, if coin supports staking and we can safely and logistically do it, then staking rewards would be paid out to the holders of the coins. Number four, has Jared Tate any say in this company? No, Jared has no say in this company. Number five, will there be a DGB deposit? He answers, yes, DGB, assets, and other coins. So there's going to be other coins. Number seven. Oh, I'm sorry. Number six, will there be a desktop wallet or will it be DGB wallet? And he says, yes, there will be a desktop wallet when we create a DEX. And he says, is there a company share option? Number seven, yes. So there's a company share option. Okay, cool. Okay, had a question about KYC process. Here's more KYC. How thorough will it be? Just documents like passport or driver's license and utilities bill, or are you guys taking the added step off a selfie with the documents in hand like some do? It will be a system with the least friction, at the same time maintaining integrity of the process. We will have an update on that soon. So yeah, we do get that update again. We'll get that. And you are allowed to publish your DigiAsset on this exchange only if you have created it through this website, or you can publish your asset on the website even if you have created it by yourself. Matthew answers, you won't have to create through us to publish. You will need to be able to prove your credit or that you created it. Wow. So, and you are allowed. So how do you prove that you created it yourself? Is there going to be an option like a button or something easy to say, hey, this was my asset from before and I want to use it here? You won't have to create through us to publish. You will need to be able to prove you created it though. Okay, while releasing the website, oh, I'm sorry, I just reread that. Something like sending a transaction with some specific verification code and a no through creator assets or anything else. Okay, here's the answer for proving this is your asset. Yes, I will be writing some code to make it easy. If you create it manually, then you will run yourself or be able to do it on site. If you use a service that created it for you, they will have to add the code into their services. Should be easy though. So that's cool. So previous assets, as long as you go through the KYC procedure, can be listed, but you have to prove it's you. There's an option for that. Is it possible to automate a smart contract to distribute DigiByte to holders of a Digi asset? Sure, I have been doing that with my mining asset since day one. So distributing DigiByte through the DigiAsset. Okay. Automatically. I should maybe be a little bit more specific. DigiAssetX can offer pseudo smart contracts for DigiAssets. There is no direct smart contracts on the chain like ETH has. Now, this is kind of important. It works the same for the end user, but they are run on our servers, not the chain. So the exchange ran off the chain, but not the not the pseudo smart contracts for DigiAssets. Okay, it works separately. DigiByte smart contracts are the same as Bitcoins because it's a UTXO blockchain, right? But this is why Bitcoin doesn't have this. DigiByte does. Advanced Bitcoin. You can write a contract such that Alice can spend after X days. Alice and Bob can spend together at any time, but you can't do anything like you can with ETH. Here's why. To compensate for the limitations, we have developed several pseudo smart contracts and will keep developing more as needed arise, or as needs arise. So there might be some like technical things said here that I don't have the answer for. That's why you have to go and ask them. Okay. Won't this be using the DigiByte blockchain? He says yes. This is on DigiByte chain, but assets don't affect the chain much other than add more tax fees for miners. Will DigiAssetX.com make offerings of shares assets of the exchange of DigiAssets.com? He says, at this time, there is not the legal framework to place to offer legal shares via assets. Also, we are not issuing an IPO at this time, so going public and stuff like that. Question. This was one of my questions. So, question. Will there be a QR code next to the digital asset that we want to scan to buy with DigiByte? Or is this done privately with the asset holders? And I think this is the big difference that we had before. We've always had to do it privately. He says, yes, there is a QR code. Asset sales are done through smart contracts and executed immediately. So we're going to see that on the exchange. We're going to see how it all works. And I'm sure there's going to be explainer videos, step by step, whatever. But that's cool. So smart contracts, the sales of the asset are done through smart contracts and executed immediately, speedily. So that's cool. Is DigiAssets working with Humble/Block30 at all? Not at present time. All right, not at present time. Number one, open the protocol up so there is not a central asset server. Number two, provide streaming services so third parties can easily, reliably, and cost-efficient or effectively use assets. Number three, provide controlled asset tokens. Number four, smart contract-based asset sales. Three is probably the most interesting, which is provide controlled asset tokens. Is the most interesting because the above video can be watched by anyone, whether you hold the asset or not. We have the ability to provide content that only asset holders can see. So that's cool too. That's good for the creators, okay? Pretty cool. So there's a lot of things where people, all the people like copyright infringements and stuff like that, or copying someone's material, the asset creator is going to be able to control a little bit of that, okay? So that's cool. Was curious how long it would take someone to try shorting the contract. Okay, so I didn't highlight this, but that's what I just read. So Matthew sent me an asset, or no, he sent me an address. He goes, send a DigiByte to it. So I sent one DigiByte, exactly, and it came back, and I got an asset from DigiAssets, and it was a smart contract. So this is something we didn't have before. because you're doing it. Now you'll be doing it through the exchange. He just sent me the address. So instead of privately, it's going to be all open on an open frame network. Okay. And so it sent me an asset. And so everybody was doing it too that was testing it. Now we were just testing it. Now, the funny thing is, he came back and said, was curious how long it would take someone to try shorting the contract, like giving half a DigiByte or something, right? Seeing if they were going to get the contract executed. It just sends funds back if you don't fulfill contract terms. So that's pretty cool, right? So if you try to like lie or cheat, you know, but the funny thing is I responded, it looks like pretty much almost all of us are honest here, and we didn't know that that's what you were looking for, like someone trying to short the contract. And but anyway, so if you did, you would just get your money back. You wouldn't get the asset holder would get his assets back. So if someone was buying like 50 assets or something worth, you know, a few $1,000s, right, or whatever the case, and it wasn't correct, everything gets back to the owner of the money and the owner of the asset. All the assets go back to the owner of the asset. So that's important. See, this is why you don't want to rush things. Right? It's impossible to cheat, he says. Anything less than the required amount to fulfill the contract funds are returned. Anything over returns assets, contracts can have multiple returned if you double the amount, but this one does not. If you 51% attack chain and reverse the transaction, then your asset will also be reversed. What? So if you got, that just sounds cool to me. If you guys have any questions, go over there and ask them about reversing the chain, 51% attack, everybody gets their stuff back. Sounds pretty cool. All right. DGB is not a privacy coin. You can buy an asset from a merchant without KYC using smart contracts, but you cannot sell anything without KYC on the exchange. So you can do it outside, but with inside, DigiByte's a public UTXO blockchain, so you can't really hide what you're trying to do because everything's based off compliance and a ledger, right? So yeah, we don't want to skirt laws. Besides, KYC helps protect people. Scammers love environments that don't use KYC. For security, though, we keep all KYC data offline and accounts or numbers only on the server. So that's cool. Accounts are only numbers on the server. Unless there is a legal issue, there is no reason to even look up what your real name is. So no need to keep it in a place a hacker may steal it. Security and safety first. So that's another answer for the KYC. So, you know, security, stay compliant, you know, like, you know, kind of like a bit license on the exchange for New Yorkers, but outside of that, they're not going to be able to do anything with the asset outside of it because they have to have KYC or bit license laws, okay? Okay, and if something, God forbid, oh, by the way, it's using DigiID. So you have to log in. You have to go through DigiID, guys. The literal framework of DigiID to even use this. Yeah. So if anybody wants to go to the exchange, this website, you gotta use it. You gotta use DigiID. Let's see here. Oh, the only way to log in will be using DigiID. DigiID will also be used to sign in smart contracts and create it. Okay? So not only will DigiID be used to log in, it's also used to sign in and for smart contracts. Awesome. There are many parts to DigiAssets. Some parts like DigiSweep and PodSweep are already live. I presume you are mostly referring to DigiAssets. As soon as, because this is one of his answers, as soon as DigiAsset version 3 is live and implemented in existence wallets, we can or existing wallets, we can start offering a lot more services. This takes time, though. We want to make sure it is right. Main difference is version 1 and version 2 of DigiAssets rely entirely on centralized server that is not up to the task. With V3, it's not saying that you can't use it. You can, but on the exchange, not up for the task. But with version V3, everything has been made decentralized. We have also found and fixed many bugs, made the asset format more space efficient by removing unneeded data and adding a few new features. Not much written because it is not yet done. So there's a lot of things I asked, hey, how does it work? I'm sure everybody else asks, how does it work? What's going on? It's not yet written. It's not yet done. But everything's smooth. So this is just what's well known. And these are questions asked through over months of time, right? Just kind of laid it out. Will it be possible to set up royalties on an asset transfer sales, aka CryptoKitties or CryptoPunks? So royalties on asset sales transfers. Yes to royalties. Okay. Okay. If you're creating a standard Digi asset, then anyone can access the art. One of the services that DigiAssets offers is the ability to create an asset that only holders of the asset can view. So that's the back end, okay? Cool. That's quite a cool feature. I guess that might work out for private collectors. I'm thinking about this in terms of provenance tools. I don't know that. For example, Phantasm or Phantasm. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, with as DGB goes up in value, will the cost of making the asset? With V3, you can create an asset for almost nothing. If you want DigiAssets to pin your metadata, we charge at present 100 DigiByte megabytes, but that will be adjusted based on price. Cool. That said, average metadata is only about 0.001 megabyte. This, of course, is optional. You can run your own metadata node permanently. So you don't even have to get charged. You can just run your own metadata node. Then the media is gone. There are several V1 and V2 assets where the media is no longer accessible. So there's some assets that we've created that there's no longer media on there. With V3, it is recommended to store media on decentralized IPFS platforms, so it will always be available. So this is something that I believe Jared Tate talked about in the interview we've had like a month ago or something like that. I remember that. Upload your artwork to IPFS via Pinata, Pinata. Where do you get these names? Then use the IPFS link for the artwork for the NFT. Doesn't need to be on chain. It just needs to be on IPFS. On IPFS, you pin files. You pin them. You want to make sure for them to stick around. On your PC or in the ether. I'm new to IPFS. And Matthew said, you pin it on your PC. Others take like your content pin and also on there. So that's what's going to depend. Oh, how do you create digital assets? Matthew says, that's going to depend on your articles of incorporation and local country laws. With V3, there's the ability to require a cosigner for transfers, which would allow compliance with most laws, since transfers then require permission by overseer, not a lawyer. This feature requires 8.21's, 8.21's PSBT feature to be used practically, though. So I have no idea what that means, but yeah, okay. I'm looking to issue some assets. I'm not techie, but I would like to be advisable to rather wait for V3, or is the time not a constraint? So he's looking to issue working assets on V3 on DigiAssets. So just I think Matthew just states it would be advisable, yes, then, or they would work, but there are more features to V3 that make them far superior to do what he was asking to do for the work assets. Okay. Well, my goal is to have most things ready by end of the month. So someone asked, hey, when is this going? When is it going live? Not sure how long Wallet and Explorer integration would take, as they are out of my control. So that's basically what we know. Everything's running smoothly. The tests are running smoothly. Now the wallets are a whole nother story. There's compliant wallets on the outside of DigiAssets for version 3. All this has to be put together right away. Okay, so, but they're doing it cautiously, because it's got to be done correctly. And that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. So, yeah. I just thought if you guys had any questions for me that I know, I can just answer them right now. What's up, Agog? What's going on? Oh, Zeppelin Pass. Hey, how you doing? Good evening, bro. Good evening, bro. Keith Cox, DigiByte to the moon. Blind Dave Crypto is listening. That's good. That's real good. That's real good. Ronnie, the man is in. Let the fun begin. Yeah. I hope you guys can hear that song there on loop. Zeppelin Pass. KYC, now your customer, or know your customer. Yes, that's it. That's what it is. Now your customer. Know your customer. ID requirements. But it's not saved on the exchange. So that's cool. Come on, Mousy. Ronnie, KYC is garbage. Okay. And you gotta remember, hey, it's worldwide use. So that's the difference between DigiByte and, come on, man. Come on, mouse. What's going on? Here we go. DigiByte. Something's up with my mouse. All right. DigiByte or just nibble. What's up, dude? What's up? Ronnie, I'm not putting my DigiByte on there. I am. It's more compliant. Mick Trivia. Oh. Charades. Con City. Mick Trivia. Yeah, that's his name. The Economic Ninja. This is a DigiByte game changer. Exactly. It is. It's leveling up. Smart contracts is leveling up for DigiByte. Charades. Brain using Ether for NFT smart contracts. Or Brian. I'm sorry, Brian. My brain shot. Still don't know why he chose Ether instead of DigiByte. I don't know. No. More middlemen, off-chain, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah? Listen, it's so people can be compliant. Here's the reason. They don't want crap assets up there so people can get robbed from their money. Do you understand, Ron? You get it? They want to be compliant, and DigiAssetX isn't going to be liable. Okay? No. But hey, remember the DEX option. It's decentralized, but the DEX option is in play. Okay? So if you prefer the DEX option, I told you DigiByte will get its value for being sound money like Bitcoin. This doesn't matter. But Ron, I'm starting to believe that you're a troll, dude. Like one of those guys that you probably have an old ethos of DigiByte, right? This is DigiAssets. Has nothing to do with DigiByte itself. Anybody can use DigiByte. Anybody can build upon DigiByte. This is a game changer. It's still decentralized. It's more decentralized than Ether or Ethereum. 7 servers, cloud storage. Yeah. Papa Ninja. It's made to replace fiat. Might do that, especially in other countries. This is just centralized NFTs. No, it's not. No, I just stated it was decentralized. Radical TV. What it seems like. What it seems. I'm going to join the Telegram to learn more. Yes, do please. DigiAssets. It's actually down in the description. DigiAssets. Go join the Telegram. Is this a standalone new exchange? Yes. But so the guys at Change Angel and Matthew Cornelia is the CEO, the developer. They're behind it all. So it's gonna be huge, guys. It is a standalone exchange where you can get other cryptocurrencies, Digi be paired to other cryptocurrencies, and execute smart contracts for DigiAssets, NFTs, business models, tickets, whatnot. Yeah, game changer. Radical TV, compliance is needed. Exactly. Now, I mean, just keep in mind, guys, if you don't want to be compliant, then you can't sell on your asset on the exchange. Plain and simple. It doesn't mean that you can't sell it somewhere else, like we have been. Ronnie says we buy DigiByte and increase value for the public. We sell DigiByte to get back to the public so they can enjoy future value, just like Bitcoin. Well, DigiByte can do a lot more than Bitcoins. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh, Pinata? Okay. Glenn Frazier, what's going on? Any word on Digi zippers? There's DigiBdata.me. Check that out, dude. Check that. Digi zippers. Oh, that's on AntimID. I'm sure he's got something going on. Yan from AntimID. Yeah. Ron E says, Script, you should also warn of the pitfalls. Once we get a bear market, they can disappear like a fart in the wind, like 99% of the other centralized sites that wanted crypto. Actually, this is, hey, what you got to realize, this is for DigiByte, the DigiByte community, and it's always going to be improved. You know, some of the things I have to talk to some of the developers about is they know they're going to have to maintain this thing to a T perfectly, right? Anything that changes will be upgraded. Anything that people like to see and that they're hearing what we want, that might be an option. Okay, it's always going to be room for upgrades, but it's not going to fade. I mean, it can't fade because this is version 3. This is the new asset smart contract protocol. That's a big deal. Okay, we don't have that. Hello, we don't have that, Ron. All right. I mean DigiZipper. Yeah, I know. Glenn, that's Juan from Antum ID. I'll ask him. Okay, we'll talk DigiZipper. Ronnie, they middleman what KYC is centralized. KYC is so look. KYC is just in case you're fraudulently trying to take someone's money, okay, or you fraudulently copyrighted someone's material, okay, you're liable for it. Any more questions? That's it. Unless if you want to be a thief and run off with people's money or copyright material. That's it. It's not saved. No one can get it. Sounds cool. Blind Dave says, need to catch up. Just been overwhelmed. That's cool, man. I know, dude. Guys, this guy on his YouTube channel, Blind Dave Crypto, and he's like, it seems like you're almost doing all that yourself. Are you getting help with all that, dude? Don't break your back. Yeah, Ron, aka Case of the Monkeys, or Mondays. Yeah, Ron, Case of the Mondays. What's Sunday still, Ron? Come on, Ron. I waited years to be real. I waited years to buy real stuff with DigiByte. Well, awesome, man. Not by virtual nonsense through some dude in Canada. Dude, he's like one of the prime developers of DigiByte. They want KYC to keep running their site, to stay compliant. Don't believe what they tell you. I believe it. DigiByte is my asset. All right, guys, it looks like we got everything wrapped up today. I'm glad you guys put things down in the chat. Thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe, tick the little bell if you want to for more updates. If you guys are Americans or Germans, go to DigiByte US. Okay, on Telegram, come chat. That's where this video is being uploaded. The owner of DigiByte US that started it, he made me an admin, special admin, and he has his own YouTube channel as well. Gilberto, go say hi to him. Scroll up, guys. There's some real information on DigiByte US on Telegram you might want to check out. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Scroll up and read everything. So you want to get enlightened. And that is the first description down, or first link down in the description. Please like the video. Let's try to get this DigiAssets awareness out there. It is a game changer. Ron, we love you, bro. Think, be smart. I'm trying, man. I'm really trying. All right, guys. Anyway, all right. So that's all I have, guys. Script's gotten it out.